Good afternoon. This is Talking Real Radio, and this is your host Solomon. And here we are joined this afternoon with our
Doug Judy,
Kong here.
Kong here, and last but not least,
Just Chriso.
Just Chriso.
Just Chriso.
Just Crisco.
Where you at?
Crisco?
It's my boy JC, Just Chriso. Is it Chriso or Just Chriso?
Just Chriso? Okay, we'll stick by Just Chriso. Very
No,
well.
I'm saying his is just Chriso. So Chriso.
Chriso.
Oh, Chriso.
Yeah, like Steve-O,
I'm not gonna go by
but
Kong
Chriso.
here. Is it? No, I'm saying no. I'm Kong, and here I am.
Y'all are using surnames. My name is actually Doug Judy, America. Don't look any deeper. That's it.
That's your whole first
That's
name.
fine. Yes. It's French.
Don't ask for his middle name.
He's trying to really keep it composed. You see it?
Doug Judy. That is
Doug
your
Judy.
entire first name.
Yeah,
All right,
I don't
very
want to
well.
talk about it. We got a very busy segment this afternoon.
Yeah, right.
We do. Very do.
Solomon,
Very true.
please continue to lead us.
I'll try. All right, so first thing we have on is sports. If you haven't heard, LeBron James, he's officially a Laker.
Thank
Yeah.
God.
Years.
Thank God.
I
Yeah.
don't know how I feel.
I
About
really
that.
wanted him to go back to Miami, but you know, it's
Why?
all good. Because my favorite basketball player outside of Jordan would be Dwayne Wade, and since this is Dwayne Wade's last year, last hoorah, I don't want him to waste his time. Because, I mean, who else they got over there? Really? I mean, they talk about getting Jimmy Butler possibly, but everybody's saying that the Timberwolves' asking price is mad high. So, I mean, I don't know.
I mean, could he really stand a chance in Miami? Especially with the team they have
No.
and the aging
I don't
Wade.
think so.
And Boston's
in
coming
the East
up.
Conference. I think so.
Are you serious?
With Boston coming up?
I mean, they're not going to
That's
get
the
it.
only team they have to worry about.
All right.
That's a big worry.
So, yeah, they'll be competitive in the East in the way that
Any team with LeBron
Yeah.
James is
It's
competitive.
UConn women's,
Yeah.
Division I would be competitive in the East. But, I mean, I'm talking about a championship. I don't see them getting there.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I don't
Because
see a
UConn's
chance.
women's team is really good. Like every year, that guy, what's his name,
What's his coach?
John Muriello or something. Man, that guy's a coach.
He had like a 4-year streak of never losing, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that one
Oh
time?
wow, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, it's a 4-year streak, and they lost recently last year, I think, to Notre Dame or Baylor, some
Yeah.
school. But
Yeah, they lost to some-
it was
You know
a
what?
big
This is coming
loss.
from a Laker fan though. If LeBron announced, you know what, just kidding, I'm going back to Miami, I would not be mad.
I'm telling you, bro.
I'd be pissed. I'm a Laker fan too.
I have such mixed feelings about just the idea of wearing a LeBron jersey. With all the hate I gave this guy for like the past 15 years. No.
But you
No,
know
no.
what? LA needs that kind of player.
I would
Because
take
they-
LeBron
they-
James over D'Angelo Russell any day.
Well,
Let me tell
D'Angelo
you
Russell
that.
worked. He plays
I'll
for the
take Kwame
Nets.
Brown over Russell.
Oh,
Sasha Vujacic.
Smush Parker. We going back to them days. Kwame Brown.
Yeah, Kwame.
He was garbage, bro. Kwame Brown is a bona fide scrub.
That was.
The segment.
I think he was
Stephen
ranked
A.
like the
Smith.
biggest first overall bust of all time, right?
Ah,
I believe so.
Didn't Michael
I would
Jordan
say
pick
he's
him
up
number
there.
one?
yeah,
Yeah.
Michael Jordan has made a lot of bad basketball decisions.
He did.
For real. Hold on, let me see.
Better player.
Great players never make good coaches.
What
Or
about
good
Isaiah
owners.
Thomas?
Timus.
Sorry, America, the liquor's starting to get to me. Let the record reflect that was Thomas, so I like to bring in the word Thomas in evidence.
Like Luke,
At this time.
what's his face? Luke Walter or whatever his name
Luke
is?
Walton.
Luke Walton. Horrible player.
He's a good coach.
But a decent coach.
Steve Kerr, he's an okay player.
Okay, I have a different idea about
My
that
estimate
because.
salary for
What
first
do you
of
do?
all, understand something. When you're giving up first round picks,
Oh,
if you are a
oh,
quality
Stephen A.,
team
we gotta
in,
have
play,
him.
in playoff contention, it really doesn't mean that much. That's number one. Number two, and more importantly, Kwame Brown is gone. The city of Angels, Hollywood, just should be celebrating. Throw a parade already, whether you win the championship or not. This man was a bona fide scrub. He can't.
You heard it here first, America. Stephen A. Smith, thank you. Thank you, Stephen A. Smith. Thank
Continue.
you.
I just
Stephen A.
had-
Smith called in, thank you.
Okay, so
Finish.
that, with all that said, do you think that's going into the whole with player empowerment you were talking about earlier?
Yeah, I honestly I thought LeBron was like a pioneer in that whole idea of players players determining their destiny, about where they decide to go, and all that kind of stuff. Also, too, the CBA that they had, I think, was 2000.
The what?
The collective bargaining agreement.
Oh, CBA,
2011,
okay.
2012, when they had that shortened lockout season.
Right.
Like that, changed the landscape about how players decide where they go.
But do you think that's a good thing? I don't think that's necessarily a good thing.
No, I want LA to win more. So
I
I'm
mean,
not happy about that. We have a lot of money.
it could be a good thing. It just depends on the players, what they decide to do with that kind of freedom. You know.
Yeah, but then you have the whole mesh up of like, oh, where's LeBron gonna go? That's the $1 billion question apparently when he was going to Miami. And I feel like that because of that, when you give players too much of an option, it starts to become they get lazy. I think it's like, well, I can bring all my friends over to one team and we'll just dominate the one area.
I mean,
that in theory that could happen, but that
And
That did happen.
It is
That did
happening.
no. I mean,
That's
okay.
exactly what
And
happened.
that's what
Hey.
Kevin Durant's doing.
Kevin
That's
Durant
like,
is a.
He's-
Now, what are we?
He was no. I think he's like the lone example of someone who did that at an extreme level.
No,
He's the lone example.
he's a
'Cause-
bum.
no,
No.
extreme
No,
level.
no, no,
but
no.
I-
Obama America.
No,
But
no,
I understand why he did
Chris
it.
So said it. Not me.
No, I understand why he did it too, but I think he's like that lone extreme example of what would happen if a player gets that much kind of power in deciding where he decides to go, and he goes to a spot where it might not be favored among the public. You understand what I'm saying? Because people will say, okay, LeBron, because there was a lot of argument. Oh, LeBron did the same thing. No, he did not. When LeBron went to Miami, they got bounced in the first round. They barely won 45 games. KD went to a team that had the best record in NBA history and gave up the finals 3-1 to
To the
LeBron
team.
and Kyrie.
I mean,
Not saying they're
see
bad.
I see the
You
argument
understand?
there.
Yeah.
But at the same time, when you give away a player like James Harden, and then you're not getting any prospective players into your team on top of it to replace James Harden, I agree with what Kevin Durant did.
No, but you.
And then you have LeBron James, who entitles himself as the king of the NBA before he even won anything.
No.
And they
Okay,
promised
I don't-
Cleveland a
okay,
ring.
wait,
What does
wait.
he do? I can't carry a team that's undefeated, so I'm going to go over to Miami.
Wait,
Okay,
wait.
what would
But
you
how is it
expect-
the
what
same?
What would you expect a star player like him to say? Like, I'm gonna do my best. Like, no, of course he's gonna say, yeah, I'm gonna bring a ring to Cleveland, because that's what the general public
Which he
didn't
did.
want to
You
hear.
don't call yourself the king and play this
Did
whole
he?
humble card for like 10 years.
Did he ever really call himself the king, or did the public do that?
Dude.
He didn't let it down.
Did-
He didn't deny it.
Big difference.
If I said, Negative, you are the biggest hoe I know, and you don't deny it,
Let the record reflect. We have a friend named that. But I like to direct my comments. I like to direct my car towards Solomon.
I mean, Solomon.
No. We keep.
No, we're keeping this. So Solomon, if I said Solomon, you are the biggest hoe I know, and he's like, you just let it be. Well,
Makes
you're
you
not
wonder.
necessarily
Makes you
denying
wonder.
that claim.
All I'm saying
That's
is
different,
this:
though. That's
Kevin,
different,
look,
though.
wait. Kevin Durant went to the team that he could not defeat the year before,
And he was up 3-1.
and he was
too.
up 3-1. So you telling me that with you and your man's, who you said is your brother and everything, that was justified? But then LeBron James is some kind of a dork. I'm not rocking with that. I'm sorry.
I agree.
He left the team that they could have beat Golden State.
Look,
how did you?
I never gave LeBron crap for joining Miami. I'm not gonna give Kevin Durant for doing what he needed to do.
But this brings up a crucial topic that needs to be addressed because both LeBron James and Kevin Durant just made a rap music album
Did they really?
or
Did they
song
really? They made-
or
I never
song.
heard-
it was
I heard about
unreleased. That was like from 2012. It was
That
terrible.
was
It was leaked.
terrible, America.
It was a leaked,
Yeah.
leaked song.
It was
Okay.
garbage.
I think Kevin Durant, and I'll go on record as saying this. I know we get some flack for it, but that's what we do here. We speak the truth, America. I think Kevin Durant's rhymes are a little bit better than LeBron James. I think he just needs to focus exclusively on basketball and philanthropy. Rapping is just,
Well, in that point in time, he was focusing everything he had on his hairline.
You know what?
I don't know.
That's an amazing comeback. What that hairline's done.
You know
I'll
that
say.
amazing recovery in hairline? Elon Musk.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I've never liked this.
He looked like the guy from Darth Vader. Remember when he takes off his mask, looks like a head, kind of like that. And now he has like a full, beautiful set of hair.
Oh, we got a list
this
of recovery
segment is brought
hairlines.
to you by Bosley Hair Restoration.
You got
Great way to segue.
Tiger's
that,
hairline came back.
guys. Who's?
Tiger.
Tiger. Oh, okay.
You got Machine
He just-
Gun Kelly's
he just
hairline.
won? Really?
That also came back.
I never
Look
checked
this
that
stuff
out.
up. I'm
Okay.
telling you. And then Safari, Nicki Minaj's ex-boyfriend, cuz had an awful hairline.
I don't
But
even
they
know who
getting these
Safari
triplets.
is, man.
So you know what? We got to get him in touch with the times, dog. Look.
I don't know who that was.
Oh my God. I'm
Well,
done.
you know what? I've been seeing on Instagram. Actually, my barber did this once. Dudes get like
The spray.
no, like I guess like
A Sharpie?
sew-in weaves
Oh my God.
for dudes.
Oh.
Yeah, and then they just shave it off and then boom, line it up and like boom.
You know, while we're on the subject of
I'm
rappers,
like, what?
I think there's a lot to talk about.
He only does it for the money because he gets paid a lot.
Yeah,
but
obviously.
he disagrees with it, but you know,
Hey,
it pays.
whatever works.
Yeah, but yeah, I was surprised. Like, yeah, that's what I do. I've seen some people too do the spray on. He's done that a few times before. So that's
That's
pretty
pretty
cool.
lame to me. Just go bald.
I know. Like, if I got the plug, I'm done.
You know,
I'm done. Get
I have
that
a slightly
turtle wax,
different
leave it
thought.
clean.
I love my hair, and I want to keep it as long as I can. But let's not kid around it,
Keep
America.
your hair, though.
Let's not kid around it. There's a lot of stuff going on in the entertainment world right now, and I think we should talk about it. All right.
Okay.
The Carter 5.
Oh, here we go.
I didn't want to bring it up.
Carter
But I
5.
had to.
I couldn't get past 3 tracks on that album.
Same. 3 tracks. And I was
There is a portion of a song.
Well, he recorded it like 5 years ago,
But,
didn't he?
bruh, like-
and it just now got out.
Look, man.
Wait, be careful. I'm playing because we don't want to get hit by copyright.
Oh my God, yeah, I can't even play it, man. What is this? Look, I need Carter 1 and Carter 2 Lil Wayne. in
But you know what? I
dedication.
was never a fan of Lil Wayne, to be honest with you.
I think Carter 2 in dedication to he was at his peak.
That was his best work.
Fireman, Go DJ.
Yeah, all of that. Them was
He was at his
you
peak,
can understand every single word Wayne was saying, bro. When he said, "Dear Mr. Toilet, I'm the ish. Got these other haters pissed because my toilet paper thick." Think about how many double entendres is in that. I am paid so tough that I got the good expensive toilet paper, but y'all using cheap. Like, bruh, come on. You can understand. You can follow his words. He painted a picture and you could get it.
We're talking about the same guy who said that one song, like a cop car. So eloquent. This is the same guy we're talking about, all right? He is not the Shakespeare of this.
I mean, he has his moments.
Nah, let's not get it twisted. I thought Carter 3 was not good.
No.
I didn't really enjoy Carter 4.
This summer, Tyler Perry. In the major motion picture.
Carter 5, I'm not feeling that one really either,
Car
bro.
cop noises.
Straight up. No, for real though, because like, bruh, you really sitting there and think about a dude, like, what? Like, we waited for 5 years for this album.
Mm-hmm.
That should have been as soon as you heard the first song. Oh, this is it. I heard the first song. It was his mama talking. I said, okay, gotta give it that. Okay, what can you do? I can't be mad. It's his mama, but all right. Second song, I'm like, okay. I don't know. Skip. Third song, I'm like, okay, it gotta get better after this. Then it just got progressively worse. I was like, bruh. I mean, and here's the thing. I done posted it a couple times. He had 23 songs on this album.
What?
Right? 23 songs.
That's too many.
And out of 23 songs, I only maybe enjoyed 4 or 5. That is an F+. There's no getting around that. And since you're supposed to be the greatest rapper of all time, we not putting out albums where I only like...
Whoa. Who said he was the greatest rapper of all time?
No. He's saying it. He's saying I'm the proclaimed greatest
That
rapper
is
of all
strange
time.
because no rapper
Okay.
has ever said that before.
I think he took a little bit of too much cough syrup.
The
when
way
he said
I
that.
see it is like, okay, there's a lot of like albums that are put out by rappers, I should say.
Raptors?
Just- yeah. Raptors.
Jurassic World 3, man! That's all
No, but like, there's a lot of times where a rapper
I'm
will
getting
put out an
another drink,
album just to
America.
get out of like their contract obligations. Because most, I guess,
So just
record
put out
companies-
trash as fast as they
Yeah,
can
just
and get out
or
of it.
like they'll pull like a greatest hits compilation album, like boom, okay, done with the record company. I already put out my 5 albums that I had to do.
No,
This might have been because I mean, this wasn't this album held up by what's his face?
It was held up by Cash Money, but here's the
Birdman.
thing. Birdman held the album up. Yeah, see, and I know all about this. So look, he held the album up for X amount of years, so Wayne actually went and did an album with Tidal.
my name.
Oh my God. He went and did the Free Weezy album with Tidal, and they're
treat
still
y'all.
going on with an ongoing legal problem with that. But he won. Wayne got $8 million in a settlement, and he's completely released from Cash Money as a whole. So everything from Carter 5 on is strictly Wayne. There is no, he is
So
not.
he has no
he's
affiliation
no
with
affiliation
Cash Money?
with Cash Money
Really?
at all. So you telling me after all that, this is what
I
you
know
give us? This is what you give us back in the world. I'm not accepting that, homie.
I don't think he'd take
Let it be
much
heard,
pride in it.
everyone. Chris is not accepting that.
Chris O.
Well,
Chris
you know what?
O.
I don't think he's taking much pride in that Carter 5. He just wants it out there just for the sake
Bruh,
of
but
like
see,
being
I mean-
free, technically.
Didn't he
Whatever.
lose that album because he put it in some Porsche or whatever and he sold it?
I don't
I
know.
don't know,
Is
bro.
that the whole reason why he wasn't able to?
Some issue. What?
He got watched
Maybe,
by
right?
Kendrick Lamar on his own album. Bro, like how we waited for 5 years and then you give us an album that's bad and then on top of that, Kendrick watches you on your own.
That was a good Trent Kendrick though. 5 years ago.
Like,
so
I
that's
mean,
all good.
you don't know if he man,
Kendrick 5 years ago. That was
I
a
don't
good
know.
one.
So what do you all think about this Eminem new album, MGK beef? I gotta say, I'm loving it.
Absolutely.
I think
Who do you think won that though?
Okay.
Okay, I'll
That's a
say
tough one.
I'll say this.
Go ahead.
MGK, you know what? That took a lot of courage what you did, and it was actually respectable.
What do you mean courage? This guy saw the
No, no, no,
opportunity.
no,
He was
no,
like,
no,
I can
no.
finally hit a whale. I'm gonna do it
No,
as
no, no.
fast
But
as I
think
can.
about this. Who's ever taken a shot at M?
Uh,
Who is
Ben
no,
Sino.
no, bro. Who's taking a shot at M that was worthy of M responding?
Ja Rule.
Psych. Come on now. Let's be serious. Like this is like the first guy who took like a legit shot at M.
And it was
It was
and
good.
he said he had some good lines
It was
in there.
yeah. He said
He
it
said
was
it was
good
alright for him.
But I mean, it was still.
But
like,
real
oh,
talk,
wow.
MGK can actually rap. That's the funny thing.
Yeah.
I'd actually never heard of the guy until that.
Dude,
Exactly, same here. Same
Yeah,
here.
he just did. He was on a show and they asked him just to like rap. This was recently. Back to Eminem, and it was good. Like I mean, shoot.
MGK.
Yeah, like it was off the cuff too. It wasn't it wasn't like his like 2 days or whatever planned song that he released. It was just, can you rhyme for us right now? And he did.
But my biggest pet peeve about the whole like, oh well, MGK did put a good effort in. That's the same thing as a participation trophy. Just because you did all right doesn't mean you did great.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like my whole thing is, yeah, the whole argument is.
I thought he did better than all right. I thought he did good.
I wasn't really digging it.
I thought it was good.
123 million views.
I
Yeah.
thought Rap Devil was really good.
It was good. It's not like super great, but it was worth listening
I'll
to.
tell you what though, my favorite track from
Sure.
Kamikaze is that Lucky You song. And my boy Joyner Lucas.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I
He
did
stole
not
the
I
show.
did not listen to him until before that, and man, that guy is on another level. And M did well too. I was like, it the game needed it. That's all I'm gonna say.
Absolutely,
got-
absolutely.
yeah,
and
it
and,
was
and
good
here's the
bar.
thing. If anything, that let M know we know you the man, but don't get it twisted. Some of these young cats will come at you, and you can't be sitting around because I mean, real talk.
But that's the thing. I
MG's
think,
super secluded. Like we show your face more, bro.
well, he was touring in Europe for like the past 3-4 years. He's still doing his thing, just not in America.
Well, he's not putting out new content.
Yeah,
And I
It's
think
like,
what-
we can't wait.
He
5
he
years.
just released a new album which
Yeah,
sounded
what part of that?
terrible.
Revival.
A revival?
No, not Eminem.
Oh,
I'm talking
MGK.
about MGK.
Yeah, okay. Now here's the thing: the Benji P, he should not have done that. I think that he should have
No,
let
I don't
Rap
think
Devil
he should
just
have
do
done
his
that.
thing. He should have let Rap Devil go platinum and say, "I
Yeah.
got a platinum plaque off. This is my favorite rapper." But you decided to get a little greedy and put out Binge, which if there's
That was
9
terrible.
songs, I think I like 2,
Mhm.
and the rest of them, I'm like, what?
Trash.
It was like, bruh, he rushed
Got
it
his
though.
mouth
He
open
rushed
and
it.
everything.
Yeah, he rushed it. He rushed it. I think he was trying to
That's
jump
what
on
I'm
that wave.
saying. He saw that opportunity to finally hit a guy who no one really went after
Yeah,
yet.
that makes sense.
That's what everyone was saying. It's like, even if I retort to this guy, it's a win-win for him.
Yeah, that's
True,
Like,
yeah,
like
there's
you
no
and I
way.
both said, we never even heard of MGK until Eminem put out a diss track.
Yeah.
I'd heard of him on an MTV Awards thing or something.
I mean, I've
like, I
heard
didn't-
of him. I just never heard any of his music.
I was
I
turned
never-
off by the
I've
man
heard
bun.
of him. Yeah.
I was turned off by the man bun.
Oh, well,
Ah,
that's the
that's
first thing he addressed, though, and I agree with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is it? How you name yourself after
After a gun,
gun with
and
a
you have
man
a
bun?
It's like the most basic rhyme, but like it just cuts to the core. What about Logic's new album?
Oh, man.
Smooth.
First 3 tracks I liked. I didn't get past it, but it's
It's the
good.
whole narrative
I
rap,
like it.
man. I love it.
Logic's he's good, man.
If you can bring the whole like modern twist to like the 80s, 90s style of rap. That's my opinion of Logic.
There's
I
like a
love that
certain
guy.
message that you want to listen to.
I'll tell you something.
And it's kind of consistent to like
Wu-Tang Forever on that
Yeah.
album.
I wanted to
Oh,
check that out. I wanted
That's
to check
good.
that out
Actually,
because it
man,
has all the
good.
Wu-Tang
Yeah.
It has-
on it,
yeah,
right?
everyone's
I'm
live,
live.
yeah.
Look, the song to me that I think really sticks out, and y'all should check this out. Is Young Sinatra
Remember,
4.
don't play it.
I'm not.
Okay.
No. Young Sinatra 4. That is the song
Check
you need
that
to check out because he does a breakdown of he. It's on. I like when rappers do 2 songs in one. When they'll have a cold joint and then mid song the beat changes.
Yeah.
And then it's subject.
Like Kendrick
Yeah,
Lamar's
yeah.
that first album.
Yeah.
Half of Nothing Was the Same was like that.
Yeah,
Drake.
yeah, and
I see
yeah,
that really.
yeah.
I mean, bro,
I
I
like
like
that.
when
I
rappers
like
do
that.
that just in general, and he did
Yeah.
that, and he gave 2 breakdowns. Logic tries to hit you over the head with basic common sense, but he puts it in a way where it's more relatable.
Yeah.
Right?
You know what I love about Logic though? Because when you think about hip hop, you think about, how hard you are. All right, that sounds kind of wrong when you say it that way, but
I am so hard right now.
but you know what I mean? Like there's that toughness to hip hop. But Logic, when you watch him in his interviews, he's just loving life.
Yeah.
He's just loving life, and it's like live in the moment. I'm all about that message.
Dude, if I looked like that and had a couple $1 million, I'd be thankful to God.
And his wife's pretty.
So what I'm
They're
saying,
divorced
so what
now.
I'm saying
Oh,
is,
are they really?
they
Yeah,
are.
they're divorced now,
What?
yeah.
Oh,
I just saw a documentary with him the other
they're
day on
divorced,
Netflix,
bro.
and he was
Really?
talking about how
That's
happy he
official?
was to be
That's
married.
beneficial for a good minute now, bro.
Oh wow.
Wow. Okay.
Dang.
Man.
Didn't his last album have her on the cover too?
Yeah,
Dang.
yeah.
Sorry,
Nothing
Logic.
bites the dust.
But when he has the money, he gets some other.
So what?
I don't think he's that type of guy though.
No, of course not.
And on our,
But there's gonna be women out there who are gonna be flopping.
Yeah.
you guys, I'm sorry to move this along, but we have to get to our recurring topic, our weekly topic of what's going on with Kanye.
Oh, bruh. I see. Look, I be wanting to
He
champion.
needs
We
to go to
need
Africa.
the old Kanye back.
Oh, I love old Kanye.
Old Kanye,
I miss
look.
the old Kanye.
Yeah, straight up. No, look. And y'all tell me if y'all disagree. Kanye was at his pinnacle or at his high point in the music industry when he put out the red cover album, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. That was his hardest body of work, in my opinion. Because here's the thing, he was able to show that I'm still relevant in this new millennium.
Yeah.
Because now, I mean, look at
The game
And
is
that was a
game
thoughtful
different.
album.
Yeah.
That was a thoughtful
Think,
album.
I mean, he came in like 2004, 2005, so we were still walking around with big baggy tees and all that. Then transitioned over to the Runaway Dog. That album,
there, yeah.
he had so many ways that he could have gone
All
with that
of the
album.
lights, all of
That
the
was
lights.
hard. That was his best production. I remember front and back that album. I could really feel it, and it didn't feel dated like it did. Like you can play that album now, and it still sound like something that
He
just
just made it
come
today.
out right
See
now.
that the album that does that for me is Jesus.
Yeezy- what?
I think he was eating bath salts when he got
Bro, Jesus, that sounded distorted. Like, bitch,
It
like,
was distorted. What do you mean sounds like
It really was. Yeah, it was awful.
yo, what is this?
I don't know. I don't know what he's doing.
Nah, Kanye, I feel for you, man.
Then he walk around with the Make America. Like, obviously, I'm not jumping into no politics because I could care less because Jesus is going to save my life. But if we going to be honest, I don't understand why Kanye, he keeps trying, like, he's so misinformed and disconnected, bruh, that it is starting to make him look like a fool. Like,
He's doing it on purpose, though. That's what it is. It's all on purpose because he knows the crazier he is, more people love it. Like every time when Kanye goes crazy, everyone goes deep down inside. Oh man,
So do you think he realizes that his music can't sell itself anymore, and that he's using his?
No, I think
like,
his music sells by itself on its own.
That's unfortunate.
But as
'cause it's been
well?
terrible lately.
Do you think he would be able
No,
to sell
of course
as
not.
well
But that's a
without
PR
his
move.
antics?
That's a PR move for any artist.
Right.
And I think for him, it's like, everyone knows that I'm crazy. Play the crazy card. I love Trump because he knows everyone hates Trump right now.
Yeah.
I mean, but he got on the Kaepernick jersey and then the Make America Great hat. That don't make no sense.
Walking
He's doing-
controversy.
Like, bro, yeah, we like what? Like, what are we doing? Like,
Right.
what? I don't know, bro. I'm very, very upset with that. Oh, I just got
There must be some kind of mental issue that's just never.
I think there is a little bit.
Because
I think there might
a
be.
lot of people say
The
he's never-
Kardashian curse.
Well, no, a lot of people say he's never been the same since his mother died. I guess.
That's true.
So I guess there's something that he never came to grips with losing his mother. And I read a lot of documentaries where he said his mother really did guide him when it came to like not being losing himself.
Yeah, but according
into
to
the
his
music industry.
stepfather that raised him as well was saying like he's just a spoiled brat.
Yeah, I mean, there are some parts of him that have always been the same. You know, like you can see multiple interviews of like artists that have known him like to his like what was that Jay-Z album he did? Was that the Blueprint too that he did?
Yeah, he produced.
Yeah,
a good
he
chunk
did
of
that, and he's like been like that since that time. But I guess now that his antics
I'm
are like
feeling
being
it.
amplified and a lot more worse,
Right.
and there's some things that have never been addressed, especially with his mother passing. Because I guess his mom gave him a lot of like,
I mean, I can
mental
see
and
that.
emotional guidance that
I
he
can-
doesn't have anymore.
Right. And I think the instability of that aspect is definitely there.
Yeah.
But I think also the PR
Yeah.
genius that's always been there for him. 'Cause
Yeah.
I think he's saying a book out of Kylie Jenner of like, let me put everything and everything out there.
Yeah.
And then eventually something's gonna stick and people are gonna just talk about it.
Yeah.
And here we are talking about it.
This isn't anything new for Kanye. I mean, you guys remember.
Yeah.
I remember when I had Facebook. First thing I did was take a test to see when Kanye West would interrupt me. It was in the bedroom.
Oh,
But it was because he interrupted Taylor Swift. I don't know if y'all remember that.
Oh yeah,
but,
we remember. I'm gonna let you finish.
He's.
Greatest album of all time. Or no, what was
I say
Greatest
that
music
every
video
night.
of all
His
time.
video all the
Yeah.
time,
I'll
bro.
let you finish.
It's just not.
There was clips of him before the award show. He was on the red carpet slamming a Hennessy bottle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
they said
I mean, he
that
was.
could
I
change
believe
a
in
lot.
America.
But the thing is, he claims, he apologized for all that, but deep down inside, he's not sorry for
not
it.
sorry.
Because in his mind, it's like, cha-ching.
Yeah.
Everyone's been talking about it for years to come. He made an whole album about it.
Oh boy. Yeah.
They got the same person involved.
What was that song he made about those? Wasn't there
I
a
made
song?
that chick famous.
Oh, yeah, that was it. That was it. That was it.
Famous. Yeah.
I'll tell y'all
Famous,
what.
That's what it's called, famous.
In the heavy metal world, there's not much news going on.
Oh, really?
Only Machine Head. They're two of the longtime members are leaving.
Okay.
Dave and Phil, the drummer and guitarist Phil Demmel. So we're gonna miss them, but no new releases. It's just been pretty blah. I gotta say. I mean, there's not much. America, I want to tell you something. I'm a metal fan, but there's just not much out there.
Metallica's doing a concert here, I believe in
That's
November.
man, dude.
do that like
those
every-
guys are.
They're retired.
Those guys are money hungry, man. They'll do a concert.
Okay, so they put out a new album. Did you happen to listen to that? I'm not like big into Metallica.
All right, well, I'm not even gonna go there.
Yeah,
But
you
I stopped
should.
listening.
Today?
I stopped listening to them after
Okay.
Death Magnetic America, and you should too. All right.
96.
No, that was like 06 or something. I don't
Okay.
know. 08 maybe.
All right.
But I think America needs to get a perspective on what each of us bring to the table. Because one thing we haven't talked about, but probably our listeners care about, is our thoughts on relationships and love.
Here we go. I'm
So
just
Solomon,
plead the fifth.
please tell us your background, what you bring to the table in these discussions. Because I mean, at no other time than now has America needed this.
Boy.
What's your status right now? Are you
I'm single,
okay?
not looking.
All right, hear that, guys? He is single.
It's not that kind of station.
So there's any kids?
Not that I know of.
No. Jokes. But really though, how's the single life treat me?
It's cool. It's good. I mean, I'm coming to that age, like,
What age is
Where?
that?
okay, 28, fine. No, but like, I guess I'm coming into that stage of my life where like a lot of family members that they're asking me, go to hell.
We are all mature, man.
We are all mature.
I
here,
apologize,
Joe.
America. It's
No,
not Judy.
no. But honestly, like 28, late 20s, stuff like that. Like family members, especially older ones, are like, "Are you seeing anybody? You thinking about settling down?" Blah blah.
Oh, that
blah.
would annoy me.
But it's like it. You know what? It did, but at the same time, like, okay, I am coming into that age where don't be annoyed by it, but just confront it and just be honest with yourself.
Okay, but
What
what's
does that
your
even mean?
Wait,
What do you have to confront and what do you have to be honest with?
Well,
That's
no,
what,
punch your mother in the face?
No.
that's what we need to know.
Okay, I guess I should rephrase that. Whatever, I hate you.
Have you had a secret struggle that you haven't shared with your 4 best friends? 3 best friends.
Yeah, we'll talk about it off air. all right?
Okay.
No,
We're
but
gonna strike that from the record.
I do have to realize that that's gonna be like a topic that's gonna be coming up a lot, because I'm entering that stage of my life, late 20s, early 30s. I guess that's like a common age for most men in the world to settle down, that kind of stuff.
That's normal.
And it's like it is what it is. I'll give him a straight answer.
Bro, are you looking?
At the moment, no,
No?
not looking.
Are you not looking, bro? Are you open? Open to the idea.
At the moment, I am not open to it.
Oh, really? Why is that?
Just me being in school, I think it would be just kind of hard to juggle all that kind of stuff. I don't have the time to allocate that to like
That's
work,
smart, man.
school. I mean, some kind of leisure life, and include somebody else intimately.
Right.
Like that would be hard for me to do. Maybe by the time I'm done with school, I might.
But
be
you're
open to
finishing
it.
up pretty soon. You got like what? I don't know, not long left.
Another 6 months, yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, circumstances definitely will change. So I guess my outlook would be different by then. But at the moment, no.
I think that's pretty solid. Build your money up and then start looking up. Because when you're broke and you're single, I was super happy. When you're broke and married, that is a whole
It's different?
game we're
Really?
talking about.
Okay. Yeah, that's true. I guess that is true. Yeah.
It's very true. Crystal, what you say on this, man?
Okay.
What do you bring to the table?
I'm gonna keep it all the way a buck with y'all, man.
Please do.
See,
Jeff.
I've been in a relationship, for quite some time, and my girl, she's all the way from a different country. Let me tell y'all what that.
Oh yeah, how
Yeah,
was
man.
that? Right?
How was the mail order bride process?
Yeah, let me tell y'all. Look here, man.
Did FedEx hook you up?
Let me tell y'all though, man. It's a whole different.
DHL.
It's a whole different kind of ball game when you
Not a
got
ball.
to. It's a whole different ball game when you got to deal with somebody from a different country. And when I say deal with somebody, I'm not saying that in no kind of derogatory way. I'm just speaking in general. Like you know what I'm saying? Like we from Vegas, so for the most part, what Vegas breeds. And there's a few decent girls in Vegas that they work, and then there's some that just you like stay away from me. But for me, when I left, getting with her opened my eyes to so many different things and made me look at life a little bit different. But it is also a challenge because you got to sit and think too. People may not be, or the person that you're with, if they're not used to your culture, that can change everything. So, for example, we'll take it a step deeper, right? We got what ethnicity are you?
Ethiopian.
Okay, so Ethiopian. I'm just straight Negro. You got Asian.
Korean, yeah.
Korean.
Korean,
and
part
then-
black.
I'm half Puerto Rican and half Italian with the Irish in there too,
So-
and Scottish.
Oh, really?
Yeah, my
I was not aware
grandfather
of
on my
that.
mom's
Okay.
side is Scottish and Irish, but mainly we're from the Spain, Portugal, and what was the Italy region.
So there
We
you
did
go.
it my heritage.
That's why his hair look like that.
Yes.
Straight
Yeah.
up, slick back to the
Yeah.
fullest with no product. But look,
Yeah.
no, bruh, I'm telling you right now, it is just it's a very not difficult thing, but it's like you really gotta gauge everything with your full brain when you're dealing with somebody from a different culture in a different country. Because what we find offensive here may not be offensive there. What they find offensive there may not be offensive here. The food and stuff.
Well, this
that
is
they,
America. Get over it.
This is.
But I guess, but you know
If
what?
you don't want to be here, then get out. That's what I say.
No, but I guess you being in
Way to go,
Vegas, and I guess you being in Vegas and being exposed to a lot of different cultures, that kind of aided you in being
A little,
more
no,
open
it
to
did.
right?
It did. And,
Yeah.
and I think too, bruh, because Vegas is a melting pot, legit.
Mhm.
Like we got
Yeah,
nothing
it is.
but it ain't just one race. I mean, you got black, Hispanic, Filipino, Italian, whatever you can come, Korean, whatever. It doesn't matter. So I think when it's a good mix around you, it kind of makes things better. But I will say this. Being here and then going back and visiting and getting acquainted with her people over there, it made me appreciate certain things a little bit more.
Wait, so,
about
and for the
America.
listeners that are listening, what is there?
Ireland.
Okay.
Ireland.
Dublin, Ireland,
Dublin,
right?
Ireland.
We are in. We're talking about straight Europe. So going there, just think if I'm from the hood, I ain't expect really to lead the country. Like we straight up. Like let's just be honest. I will be completely honest. So going over there and seeing a whole different country and how they are, it just eye opening. And I would advise anybody, do not be closed off or closed minded.
100%.
So was
I agree.
that was that your first time
100%.
traveling outside the country?
Yes.
That was your first time?
That was my first time. Because I'm not going to count Canada, no disrespect, because I got people over in Canada I love.
We
But-
love our Canadian
Was this
listeners.
Toronto?
Yeah, right.
That don't
Yeah, so
count.
they don't count. Yeah,
That
so
don't really count.
I mean, but no, being out of the country, man. Like I'm gonna keep it all the way 1,000 with y'all. How would y'all feel if y'all didn't have to do health care? You get your girl pregnant, right, and you don't have to pay for that. Like in America, it costs how much? We got Kang and my mans. They both got kids. I ain't got kids.
I'll tell you, at least 10 grand, unless you work at a hospital or something.
Yeah.
Or if you're on Medicare.
Was that the entire pregnancy or just going into labor?
Oh man, that.
So let me clarify. All right. So this is with insurance. If you don't have insurance, the
best
hospital visit alone, and I'm not going to get into details if you're having a C-section or natural birth because it affects how long your spouse will stay there.
Yeah.
But I mean, you're looking at least a 10 grand bill if it's just a normal, birth without a
Uncomplicated.
C-section, no
Yeah,
complications. If you had to stay in the hospital 2 days like we did, 40 grand bill. But fortunately with insurance, you're actually only paying maybe 10 grand out of that or whatever your max out of pocket is.
Yeah.
But it's not cheap.
No,
It is not cheap. Yeah.
So I could go over to Europe.
That's just the birthing process.
Yeah.
You're not even thinking about the prenatal care.
Prenatal,
Oh
yeah.
man.
That's
And there's programs out there if you're broke. Like in Vegas, there's baby steps or whatever.
Oh, I don't know.
But that itself, just for a doctor to see you, you're paying like $1,500 to $3,000.
Yep, that's exactly.
And that's just for
what it is.
visits.
Each
You know?
visit or all the visits?
No,
No,
not each
all-
visit, but total up
Total-
until those
total
9
visits.
months end,
Right.
before the day of,
Uh-huh.
because that day of is the most expensive. But yeah,
So that, and then you have like the other tests if you're like high risk and you're
Yeah.
not even factoring in.
Yeah.
I think the doctor broke down to us because we went to Mountain View, and I think just for the OBGYN to be there to deliver the natural birth, that's like another like a $1,500, $2,000 bill. If you want an anesthesiologist to be there, that's an additional $800. Each stay you're looking at about anywhere from $2,000 to $5,000 a day.
it's ridiculous.
But for me personally, I lost my job a month before my kid was born. So
Oh, yeah.
so the government stepped in and paid for everything. And I'm pretty thankful
Thank
for
God,
that.
yeah.
Because I would have been stuck with like a $20,000, $30,000 bill
Yep.
that I wouldn't be able to pay. So
Wow.
So what? I mean, since you were talking, why don't you bring up the perspective you have on relationships, love, where
Running.
you're at in this stage of life.
well, I mean, as Chris already brought out, I'm Korean, and if you know the Korean culture, it's like you only marry other Koreans. That's like that's the biggest thing. But my family has been always like the rebel amongst the Korean culture. Like my mom married a half black guy who's half.
And you're
half
first
Korean.
generation, right? Technically.
Right, I'm first
Yeah.
generation in the States.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
my parents have always been open to it, and they actually always told me, don't marry a Korean girl.
Oh,
they're-
really?
Yeah, they're always against it. So, yeah, which was like the complete opposite of what Korean culture expects.
Yeah.
But when I got to that phase in my life where I wanted to settle down, and Amber is white. I mean, we've done some tests and stuff, and she came out as Egyptian and things like that. But she's
Just
white.
keep it all the way 1,000.
Right. So I remember dating and going to like, Korean markets and things like that. I didn't get the dirtiest looks from other Koreans. And the Korean community here is pretty small, so we all know each other. So I remember Amber would be like, well, why are they looking at me all weird? I'm like, oh, it's because you're not yellow. Like your skin isn't mango enough for them. But now that the whole thing is interesting, and then I have a kid. Talk about that a little bit.
It's a boy.
A boy. Yeah.
Thank God.
I don't know. I actually wanted a girl.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
My first kid, I wanted to be a girl. I know. You told me you wanted.
I wanted a boy. I'm pissed. I'm still pissed, America. I'm getting over that.
Well, why did you want a boy?
I just thought I'd be able to relate better. But I'll tell you what, I mean, you know, I couldn't imagine not having a girl at this point. I couldn't. They kind of that father and daughter dynamic is super unique. They kind of just steal your heart.
Yeah.
And so I don't know how far I'm supposed to go on this, but my wife had a C-section, so it was kind of cool. I was the first to hold the baby.
Oh.
So yeah, it was a little different. You know, super scary, but anyway, yeah, having a girl has been kind of nice.
Were you nervous when that whole thing was going down?
I was super nervous and excited. All the emotions wrapped into one, and I'm a very unemotional
Individual
person. Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty much unaffected, but I'll tell you what, that in the operating room when the baby came out and heard it cry for the first time, I mean, I didn't cry, but I felt like I wanted to. It was pretty powerful.
Mm-hmm.
Having a kid is something else, man.
How'd that change your life, though? From going from being...
Dramatically. Dramatically.
When you told me, yeah.
Oh, yeah. So
crazy.
Solomon was here at my house, and we were watching Naked and Afraid, and
The show or your own personal life?
No, we were making the show.
America, that's actually a show. Check it out. So we were watching Naked and Afraid XL. That's the actual title of the show. And I remember my wife came down and said, my water broke. And I said, Solomon, you got to go. And he said, right now? Because we were like 10 minutes from the end. And I'm like, yeah, you got to go. And so that's kind of the events that led up. But I will tell you this. It is incredibly stressful to have a kid. It's more stressful numerically. It's more stress. There's more stressors than rewards. But those few rewards, you know, your kid saying out of the blue, I love you, Daddy, or, you know, just comes and gives you a big hug. You know, it's like, okay, I can put up with this little munchkin for another week. That's what gets you by. And they grow up so fast, man. Like my daughter's already 2. I can't believe it. I feel like she was just born.
Wow,
So
that was 2 years ago. Wow.
Yeah.
Hey, see, mine's 1 and it feels like 18 years old.
So I America, just so you know, because I don't want a bunch of DMs coming at me, ladies. I am married, coming on 7 years, and we have a daughter for 2 years. And we had our daughter in our mid-20s. And if you can have a kid in mid or late 20s, that's probably the best time, because I don't got energy to be doing this crap. We have a friend named E.T. He's in his 50s, having his first kid.
Oh, man. Second.
He's having his second kid now?
Yeah, he's got a girl on the way. He already had the boy.
No, this guy's a damn fool. Very good. I don't know how he's going to cope.
Hey, 50 years old, he still got it.
You still got it, but I mean, do you really got it? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I couldn't imagine myself doing this when I'm 40, 50 years
True.
old.
No, you know how it is.
Yeah.
It's so tiring. I mean, because they at this stage in their life, they can't care for themselves. Everything's relying on you. You know, you can't.
You know what? I missed the first 3 months.
Oh yeah, they couldn't crawl. They couldn't do
Yeah,
anything.
all we do is sleep. You guys can make sure they're fed, and that's it. Now you gotta entertain the person. And that's the worst part for me.
That is.
It's like I don't know how to entertain somebody, so it's just like, oh, here's your little rattle.
So I'll tell you something about being married 7 years, because people always say, "Hey, you've been married for a long time. What's your secret?" I said, you know, just cheat. No. Contrary to popular belief, that's not it. What it is.
Ashley Madison. That's what it is.
I tell people, learn how to pick on your wife without really pissing her off. So, for instance, my wife will say stuff to me, like really mean stuff, and I'll just say, "Thank you. Can I have another?" You know what I mean? You gotta figure things out like that, just to, you know, so that way they don't go like blow off the edge and, you know,
murder you in your sleep.
Murder you in your sleep. Next thing you know, your members in a Toys R Us box.
There we go.
You know,
Oh man.
you just gotta know. You gotta know how to pick your battles. That's what I'm trying to say, and that's the thought of this. As I look at my fridge, that's it. That's it. I'm sorry. I'm just going on and on now, but that's what I think I bring to this forum. Married guy with a daughter. In fact, I had to get like an NRA membership the day my daughter was born because she's a girl.
That's the thing about girls. You know, you gotta worry about when you have a guy. You only need to worry about one willy. That's all you gotta worry about.
I love how you say that. I learned when you have a guy.
But when you have a girl, you gotta worry about everyone else's willy. I actually got that from a comedian, I think. And it's so true. But I still want a girl.
I don't know, bro. Because here's the thing. I feel like, and this is not real, but at the same time, I could be. I feel like all the dudes that was out of pocket coming up to females, they have girls. So all I know is if I have a baby.
What are you trying to say? So, I mean, bro, you don't know
Crystal
what.
was a womanizer.
Yeah. Bro, I'm just afraid that if I have a child and it's a girl, I don't want to have to explain, baby, you don't want to be around this boy because he's a drug dealer. Or you don't want to do this because
That thought never went through my head.
you don't want to do this, mama, because
Oh crap!
he's a pimp. You don't want to be with him. No, daddy, I love him. Oh,
What kind of people did you hang out with? My thought was like this guy wouldn't get into Harvard. Holy crap!
Bro, I'm from Detroit. I'm from the
I
west
didn't
side.
see that coming at all.
Look, man, hey, look, Dad, I'm just keeping it all the way 1,000 with you. That's what
I
I
was
grew
like,
up
he's
around.
getting into Columbia. Oh my god!
Bro, this is one of them things that I'm getting a phone call right now. Hold on, see,
He's from a tier 1 school?
Oh my gosh, Boston University? Boston University? Whew. That got pretty heated there. Chriso and I don't usually like to have outbursts like that, but once in a while in America we'd like to keep it 100.
You know what? If I had a girl, I can definitely see myself going to jail.
Oh, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, for sure.
With
dude.
a boy,
Yeah.
you're like, oh, you're
Oh,
being
yeah.
stupid. You know, with a girl, I'm like, oh, no, I'm breaking your boyfriend's legs.
He's dead. He's a dead man.
Not figuratively, literally. It already happened.
He kissed you on the playground the first day of preschool? Okay, he's dead.
But I guess that does tend to happen to a lot of men, especially like if they have a daughter. They get like sometimes I guess overly protective. There was one rapper.
It's inevitable.
No, I remember hearing one rapper. He said like the biggest, or I guess the worst karma that I guess a playboy could ever get was having a daughter.
Yeah, okay, it's kind of true.
I guess like that's the worst.
See,
thing
that's
that
why I
could
feel
happen.
gypped, because I wasn't a playboy. Everybody
I know,
thought I
but
was
then-
a
but then-
playboy.
Yeah, but then you don't.
But I didn't have that kind of game. I had looks, but I didn't have that.
That is a lie.
He's
He
lying.
was the biggest playboy I've known.
If you can see his face, and this boy is
That's the
slick back
alcohol.
here.
That's the
No,
alcohol.
he's
That's what I'm
straight
ready.
telling y'all lies, bro.
I'm telling you,
I'm not gonna lie.
I got screwed. I'm not happy.
Man, wait a minute, it didn't matter. He played them all.
Oh, bro,
He was talking to me while I was dating his wife. I thought we had something special.
That's why you don't wear the ring on the other hand, Craig.
That is hilarious.
I didn't know.
Yeah, bro, we need to order some chicken, man. I'm like starving now. Don't play
Why
with
don't you order
me.
something?
I gotta go to
some
the
later, bro. Don't worry.
y'all gonna cash at me?
Yeah, I'll Venmo you.
Yeah,
Fun.
I got cash.
yeah. I'm starving, bro. Let's get some pizza or something. What's over here?
They got I'll order Domino's right
We'll
now.
order something.
Yeah.
I got app. I don't have the app with the.
All right.
So, gentlemen, what's your 2 cents? We'll start with.
Bruh, I got 10 cents. So you sure you want to start with me?
2 cents.
You can get the ball rolling.
Okay,
Go ahead.
so 2 cents. First of all, I am a gym advocate, meaning I go to the gym 5-6 days a week. I'm gonna tell y'all something right now. First of all, what upsets me the most about when I'm at the gym, bruh, is when I've been going to this particular gym, about a year? Okay, a year.
What
and a
gym
half.
is that?
LVAC, whoop
I
whoop.
love LVAC.
Shout out to them. You know, that's the second crib. So, check this out. I'm going to LVAC for a year and a half. I don't understand the people that go to the gym, and I've seen you every day at the gym. Nothing's changed.
Hey, don't talk about me like
No!
So all you got is a beard.
I'm right here.
Nah, but check this out, though. For real. You go in the gym, and I'm sitting thinking, because I'm not the biggest person on the planet. It's dudes in there. I'm like, man, I salute. Like,
Christo's in good shape, America. I just want to make sure, because you all can't have the visual aspect of this at this moment, but this dude's in good shape.
8-pack, third pectoral.
Oh, here we go. See, but look, all I'm saying is,
His belly button has abs.
look, bruh, all I'm saying is,
Oh,
it's a
man.
dude that be in there with his girl, and I see both of them every day, And I'm like, yo, y'all been going to the gym the same amount of time I've signed up to this gym because I've been going to the gym for quite some time. Bruh, why even come at this point if nothing has changed? And then when you see them, they just sitting there talking.
Oh,
So,
I hate that.
Yeah, that's my biggest pet peeve.
We sitting there talking, and y'all clogging up the space for the machine for the people that's really in here trying to go and get it cracking in because I got other stuff to do. I'm not trying to be here all day because you sitting there having a conversation about puppies. That upset me. I'm serious. Babe, look at this. I got a picture of the puppy. I'm like, okay, so we're not going to use the machine? Then, so you got that. Then you got the other extreme where you got the girls in there that have went and purchased their bodies. They got the Build-A-Bear females.
I like the ones that can sing the Frozen song.
Look, bro, and I salute that. I'm not even saying that that's all bad because we got some Build-A-Bears that we friends with. There's no issue with that. But what I don't appreciate is you come to the gym and try to flex as if you work out when we know that you bought this. And then, so you see him and they got the 10 pounds. What are we doing with 10 pounds? What are we doing
That's
with
a good
this?
point.
I really want to know. So when you're on a squat rack, you're squatting the bar? How disrespectful is that? So you have a body that looks like you squat 200 pounds, but you're squatting the bar every day and taking selfies. I seen a girl, me and my girl and a group of us, that actually Nate, you was with us. I don't think he was paying attention though. Shorty.
That's it. Kang. Let the record reflect Kang.
Right. So
Kong.
So homie was with us. We sitting there. It was a girl that came in the gym, walked upstairs, walked a lap upstairs, not on the actual track, walked around where people are lifting weights, came back downstairs, walked out.
That's my type of workout.
What are we doing? That's what man. I don't know. That's just
Maybe she just realizes too many machines in use, and she doesn't like having large crowds around her. Decided to leave.
It was a Sunday and it was empty.
Nah, not enough rich guys. Sundays, that's why.
True. Second, we got these big T-shirts.
Is that coming back?
No, it never is coming back. But I'm talking
you just
about
see one of those.
suit jackets.
Oh,
You know what? Actually, I'm just
you're
gonna
right.
stop.
Yeah.
I'm taking two.
We'll get to that.
Go ahead. 2 cents on
My
you.
2 cents? Mine's more of a hygiene thing.
Oh.
Like, my biggest pet peeve, especially if you go to like a one toilet bathroom, and you go in, there's piss all over the toilet seat.
Oh, dude.
And then you can sit down and do your business because you had Chipotle that day.
Yeah.
That's my biggest pet peeve.
Like, what are they doing in there? Just like, no hands.
No hands, sprinkler system.
And they're like trying to like do the twirl. What's it called? What's those things that go around your waist and you try to twirl
The hula hoop?
The hula hoop. I don't know. Sometimes I wonder. Like I saw a dot on the where you pull the seat coverings. I saw like a few dots up there. I was just like, what is?
Oh, I've seen it all. I've seen crap on the ceiling. I've seen everything. And the worst part is you can't go anywhere else, so you have to do your business there. So you're taking a good 5 minutes while you're like gophering and you're trying to clean that whole thing up.
I know.
That's my biggest pet peeve.
So I got a tip and 2 pet peeves for my 2 cents, America. So my tip is never piss in a urinal wearing sandals. I'm not going to go into the details, but
you're right.
either you're going to get your spray on you or you're going to get spray tan from someone else. All right? So that's my tip. You're welcome. So I'm going to address 2 things this evening. Forms of what I dislike. And I don't know if it's been talked about yet, but I'm going to talk about it. Mumble rap.
Oh.
I can't stand mumble rap. I blame it on designer.
It was
Panda.
He didn't start it, really.
No,
I don't know.
Lil Wayne's a mumble rapper.
Well, now.
didn't start it,
He evolved into a mumble rapper.
I
wasn't
think
always a
I think the one who
That's what I'm saying.
I think the one person who made it like really mainstream was Future.
Okay.
He kind of made it.
That mumble
Is
rap.
he the one that did Panda?
No.
I think Eminem said this. That's exactly what it sounds like.
Who start? When did Future pop out? When did he get big? 13?
12-ish?
He did that song with Pharrell, right?
Yeah.
So that's the first thing.
That dope.
Yeah.
That dope.
That was the very first.
So that's the
song.
first thing I wanted to address.
Yeah.
The second thing I want to address is also gym related. And I know Christo's seen it because we talked about it.
Okay, here we go.
All right? And it's the fact of when women wear yoga pants
Well, here we go.
and tube socks. And gentlemen, I don't even need, you already know where I'm going with this. That means you have not shaved in 3 months. You got double coverage like you covering Odell Beckham. You need a shave. All right? That's it. I'm done. I'm not. I'm done.
What would you do if your wife said, "I'm never shaving my legs again"?
Divorce.
At this point, though, the alimony and child support it'd be a cost-benefit analysis. It could go either way, really, guys. I'm not going to lie to you. It could go either way. It could really go either way, depending on what the divorce attorney says. No, I would kill myself.
Oh, that's the easier way out.
All right.
Okay.
She gets what she always wanted. The life insurance policy, anyway. Lord. Solomon.
Yes.
We haven't heard your 2 cents. We'd like to hear from you.
Oh, my 2 cents. God, I don't know if I have any. What's a common thing you guys come across that I probably do? Yeah, like that's one of them. Yeah. Go ahead.
Solomon, you have no 2 cents. Can you give us any advice? Maybe it's not something you're mad about, because you seem like a generally jovial guy.
Oh my God.
What would you tell your younger self?
You should have lied about your address for insurance years ago.
Oh.
Oh, I remember you talking about this.
I should have lied, bro. You should have used your boy's house in Southern Highlands for your insurance. You saved a whole lot of money.
All right.
I don't know why I didn't do that earlier.
All right, I'm going to do 2 cents for you, because there's something I learned from you that I think all America should learn from.
Okay.
So, I don't know how to put it out there, but there's a lot of division right now between black people and the police. And so, Negative one day. Oh. Solomon one day.
You're gonna work on this.
Solomon one day. I saw his car and there's a sticker that says, "We proudly support our troops." I said, "What's that all about?" He says, "That's so I don't get pulled over." That's some solid advice right there, man.
Yeah. You know what? It worked. I never got pulled over in that car.
Wow.
Yeah, I never got pulled over in that car. So I think I'm gonna get one of those stickers again.
I'm sorry, man.
Thank you, David. All right. Yeah, but
that was like a hard name too, and I just straight said it.
Thank you, Mr. Judy. Let's see. Any other pet peeves I have?
Bad breath.
You know, I never get close to that close to people, so I don't know.
But if it's kicking so bad that you are from afar and get slapped in the face with it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So that did actually happen to me once. I was at the gym, and this guy, he was asking for this piece of equipment if he could use it. And I swear, he was a good 2 feet away from me. And I smelled like that funky pre-workout that he had in his breath. And like, I think a part of my mustache fell off.
Workout in your breath.
Yeah.
I imagine that scene from SpongeBob. Look at it! Look at it! Yeah. It's all real breath thing.
Yeah, I remember that. Then he said it and then hit the mirror and bounced back on me. He was like,
oh man.
Let's talk about Arby's.
Arby's.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, why? Arby's. Let's see. I don't know. I haven't eaten there like 8 years.
Oh, I love Arby's.
Okay, so here's. I think I told. No,
Arby's has the best damn roast beef sandwiches I've ever had in my life.
No, we cool. We don't need that. I just, you know what? I think I'll give it another chance because I have one unpleasant experience at Arby's, and I won't relate it on the air. But it just
was it the toenail? Tell them about the toenail.
It wasn't the toenail that time.
Okay. All right.
But it just had to do with the hygiene of the employees, and I was just really turned off. I think it was because I was just in a really funky part of town, so that might have been the issue. But then again, like all Arby's are on funky parts of town.
That's so true, actually.
Right?
I have a story about Arby's.
I mean, do you see?
but I gotta make sure it doesn't incriminate myself.
Are there any Arby's in this side of town?
Huh?
Are there any Arby's on this side of town?
Probably.
No,
It's a
they're
shady
not.
part of town.
Yeah, it's all north.
It's like a good one. It's like, oh, there's 8 in this one block. Oh.
Yeah. But yeah, so I don't know. Maybe I'll just
Alright.
give Arby's another chance one day. But
We gotta talk about lifestyle, man. I know, Chris. So you were about to talk something about these suits. We need to have a discussion about that,
Man,
America.
okay. Look, bro. and this is not even something that I just dragged out of the mud. Steve Harvey suits are not acceptable.
Why not?
Unless you're Steve Harvey.
Not even if you're Steve
I
Harvey.
think it's acceptable for certain age groups, and I think that's who he's targeting.
No. You can do Steve Harvey suits if you get it fitted well.
That's not a Steve Harvey suit.
That's the exact opposite. Of what
That's the exact-
Steve
no,
But
Harvey-
he has a whole line of suits.
Yeah, no, but they're made that way.
Oh.
Oversized.
Oversized.
Obviously,
That's his style.
I don't know what I'm talking about 'cause I never had a Steve Harvey suit.
It's not really the brand, it's more of the look.
Oh, okay.
That's what it is.
But when did that become cool? When did it
The
become
1960s.
The 90s,
No,
the
no,
1990s
no,
NBA
no.
draft.
Bro, no, see, hey,
They're wearing
watch,
Big Bubba suit.
watch,
The 5XL.
watch the 03 draft. That's all you gotta know. But, no, I mean, that suit style was actually common from what, the late 90s to like 06? But I guess he's still trying to commercialize it in a big way, which
Why?
it's really not. But I think there is a certain demographic for it. People still buy that.
No, that's
You can't,
it's just a-
America. If you can't see your knees in your suit pants, so if you got more than 3 buttons, you got a damn problem.
He got 6 buttons on his suit.
Yeah, 6 buttons.
Why do we
America.
have a suit jacket with 6 buttons?
What are you trying to cover
No,
up,
but
Mr.
there-
Harvey? I am
The
not.
thing is, there is a demographic for it. It's just not.
Those look like
That's the Kings of Comedy suit right there.
bad, bro.
That's
Like,
the
what?
Kings of Comedy. That's a Def Jam.
And this is
Comedy
recent.
comedy
This is
suit.
recent because he wasn't bald until only recently. So you trying to tell me that this suit that looked like a parachute bag?
Look at man. All I'm gonna say is that the late and great Craig Sager, it should have ended there. That's where it should. We should honor. We should respect his legacy. All right. We need to stop these oversized suits.
Look, you can get a $150 suit from JCPenney.
Mastriani's. I thought that's what you were gonna say.
Or Mastriani's. You
Yeah.
get those nice suits. Just get it altered. Spend an extra $20, $30, and you're
Alter
good.
this.
Well, that's not a JCPenney suit.
This is.
If your hat matches your suit, you got a problem. That's it.
Okay, I do believe that needs to stop. The whole fedora and the suit thing, like that's.
Unless you're Justin Timberlake, you shouldn't be doing that.
No.
They shouldn't be doing that. Period. Really. It's just a.
So
it's just a weird design.
I want to say something about in this little lifestyle segment since we're all talking about fashion stuff. I see a lot of neck tattoos out there. Don't do it, man.
Jordan Clarkson.
Don't do it. I mean, unless
Hang out with J.R.
and,
Smith
and you're not even making money as like an NBA player. You're just at the gym, my man, with a
Yeah.
neck tattoo. Like, bro, we know you just limited your trajectory.
Yeah.
You better be lifting every day because that's the only way you're competing with us on this, landscape, man. Because I mean, I'll tell you what. No, that's a tough one. Don't. If you made that mistake when you were younger, that's I feel for you. If you're thinking about it now, just stop it. Just stop it.
Yeah.
That's
not
all.
sure.
I just wanted to say that.
Unless you're a YouTube star at the age of 18.
That's even worse. Not as bad though as male rompers. One of our fans asked us this question: when's the right time to wear a male romper?
Never.
And we talked about this. And we even said on a Sunday in April, and the answer is still never.
I don't know, I might try a male
Stop. Do you know what?
Let's just see if it's comfortable.
You know, it was funny how I.
How do you pee?
You just take out the whole thing.
Wait, there's no zipper.
No, women, Robert, you have to take out the whole thing.
I
That's when they're
feel like
butt naked in the stalls doing their
Oh
thing.
no. So what's so funny is how I found out about this because I was overseas when this became popular. So as soon as I landed in Vegas, I see dudes
So
with
you
like.
bought 4 outfits.
Whatever.
I'm gonna be ahead of the time.
No, but I was overseas when that whole fad became big, and then by the time I landed, it was at its peak. but I didn't realize what was going on.
Pink romper, America.
No.
He came back in pink romper.
No,
June of 17.
I got back in Vegas and I saw like 3 dudes. One had a pink romper, the other one had a brown one, and the other one had like a hot like lime yellow.
Oh.
Romper.
All right, if you're starting to choose your romper colors based off of the song Air Force Ones by Nelly, you need to stop. You need to stop. Whoa. You're gonna see some lime green Fosses and Kiwis. You could get this color if you had you need to stop.
Yeah, that. I'm glad. You know what? You know what's cool? Like that fad didn't stick around long. It's good.
It shouldn't.
What it lasted? 3 months maybe? It was pretty much gone by the summer.
You know, some of
By the
these
end.
fads, I think, should just die before they even.
It's one of those gag fads, you know, like it's supposed to be a joke and
Yeah,
people
that's
took it
true.
too far.
Yeah, I think people were just. I don't think people genuinely liked it. They just wanted to do it to be bold.
I haven't tried it, but maybe I will.
I would totally try it just for like a picture, but like I don't know. Even if they were super comfortable, I wouldn't feel comfortable wearing.
Here's the thing, though. Then we jump from male rompers to what's happening with the tight jeans, which I'm not tripping about because I have skinny jeans. But then you sag the skinnies. Are we sagging skinnies to hide the fact that we're flooding, gentlemen, or that you're wearing your sister's jeans?
No, we're good.
Or
Sorry.
you're wearing pants that don't actually fit you.
Oh,
Sorry, that's my security system, America. I'm just ready for the purge to break out any minute.
I don't know. I think the whole sagging thing in general, that shouldn't be a thing.
I mean, yeah, it's never permissible, but I think by 23, 24, like that's just.
No, you should stop doing that when you're 15.
No, like you should, no. I understand that, but like I believe there's a certain age to the point where okay, it's kind of repulsive for you at your age.
It's repulsive.
like
No,
I see a 40-year-old
it really
man
is.
walking around
Yeah,
with
it's
sag
there's
jeans,
a
and
certain
they go to
age
an
where
interview
it's-
like that.
Yeah.
Soldier Boy.
Yeah, like there's a certain age like this is kind of repulsive for you to be sagging.
Repulsive.
And then I see them on
It
Facebook
really is.
posting about how they can't make ends meet. This is why you're still at McDonald's at 45 years old, because you're wearing sag jeans, and that's how you go to an interview.
True, that's true. Yeah. But
LeBron
it's just-
James taking the court first time as a Laker.
Is it against the Nuggets, right?
Right now. Yeah.
Wow.
That's a
Hope he
different
falls
thought.
on his face.
Now that's crazy. Just side note, do you know y'all know that Kong's team is the Lakers, bro?
Yeah.
His
My team
hate
is
for
Lakers,
LeBron
too.
James is so hard that even though you got the best player in the game on your team right now,
I don't agree with you, man.
I think the only like con you could say is okay, it's too close to Kobe's retirement.
Right, and that's the thing. I think,
If that's your argument, I can understand that. I think it would have been nice.
I think what really irks me the most is you see these young kids that never even seen a game with Kobe Bryant, and they're saying Kobe Bryant sucked. It's
Who
time-
said that?
I see it all the time on Instagram, all the time.
Oh
And
my
it makes
gosh,
me so
dude.
mad. And it's
I'm kind of
it's
pissed.
about
to hear
time
that.
for LeBron to come in, and it's like really.
No,
Do you-
dude. Oh, that makes me mad. I didn't hear that.
Like when you think of the Lakers, you think of people like Magic
Magic.
Johnson, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Now you're thinking of Kobe Bryant.
Yeah.
But then you have these young cats coming in saying that LeBron is the face of the Lakers. I disagree.
Yeah, no.
I just started.
as a franchise or just as that team of the Lakers.
Both.
Like that?
I think they're giving him. I think what Kong's alluding to is that they're giving him like legend status already, and that's not appropriate.
As
no.
a Laker.
As a Laker, no,
Oh,
no,
okay.
he has
I
no legacy.
understand that,
He
yeah.
has no
He
legacy
can't-
as a
he can't
Laker.
have a legacy
He
as
has
a
a
Laker,
legacy of his own right, but he doesn't have a legacy as a Laker. The way that Kobe does, the way that
He'd have to win like every year to be like in that combo.
I don't.
Not
he,
even be considered, just
he-
to be in that
He
combo.
better get us to the playoffs, man. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, the first year he better get us to the playoffs.
They'll get to
Then
the
I'll give him
playoffs.
his respect. But you
Yeah.
know what?
Yeah, they'll get
I
to
like
the
it from there.
playoffs.
Yeah.
You know what really ruined it for me though? When Kobe was retiring, we finally get to see Kobe versus LeBron, the East versus West, and then Drake ruins that whole
oh,
photo.
Wait, what happened? Wait. Hold on. Repeat that. I
It was an
missed that.
all-star
part.
game.
The All-Star game, and you see
All-Star game,
Drake
yes.
standing up, applauding. I'm like,
Yes,
whoa,
yes.
sit down! You
With
are
that ugly
you're ruining
jacket.
Probably, arguably the best photo op in NBA history.
He ruined it. Yeah. Oh well.
It's like
You know
Drake.
what city I would have liked to see LeBron go? The Knicks. Because that's a big city sports town, especially basketball. That can.
The
Probably
Knicks
would've
have been
torn
the
his
biggest
ACL.
franchise for like the past 10 years. They still can't get anybody.
I mean, what's the difference? I
They,
mean,
they got the money though.
They got the money.
the
but-
Lakers got the
But
money.
no
though.
one wants to go there.
Yeah, that's the CBA. You know, they kind of limit how much you can get, so you don't just buy a team.
No, but I'm sure whatever the
Keep
Lakers
small
paid
markets
LeBron.
relevant.
And then you have people like David Stern who gets involved and
No, but I'm sure
rejects
whatever.
the Chris Paul trade.
Well,
That makes
actually, I think he can't. That can't be done anymore under the
Don't
new CBA.
remind me about
Oh, yeah.
Dwight Howard. If I ever have
Oh, it's straight
This dude-
trash.
America, so you know, if you hear all the laughing going on, it's because Chriso's still showing pictures of Steve Harvey
with hair.
in his big suit.
This is when Steve Harvey had hair.
Yeah, it's
Which,
just,
you know, yeah.
I mean, this, like, it looks like he has some. Whoa.
Oh, McGrady. Oh,
Is that T? That's T-Mac?
McGrady.
Oh
And
my
that's
God.
recent, bruh.
Whoa!
Dude, all right. If your pants hide your shoes. Dude, doesn't he look like he has hooves right now? Because they tied his shoes so much.
Oh, that's not even cool. Whoa, bruh.
Do you think T-Mac would have been the greatest of all time if he stayed
No.
in the NBA?
Mm,
There's a lot of people saying that he
Yeah.
would be.
you know what was awful? Okay, you know what's unfortunate about his career? He never got past the first round.
He never worked on his core.
No. Well, yeah, you know what? Injuries was a big issue too, but the 1 year where he was injured and sidelined with the Rockets, and he sat that whole first round, they made it out. I think like he was mentally depleted after that.
You know who's mentally depleted right now? Derrick Rose.
He's gonna come
That
back.
guy sat out for a whole season. He was cleared to play.
He's gonna come back. I think he's good.
Dude,
I think-
come back in a walker.
No, you know what? He's in a good spot in Minnesota because he's with the same coach that he came up with, so he'll be good. Assuming like he doesn't get any kind of serious injury, you know, he's not going to be the same D Rose that we love. But you know what?
He was explosive.
Love. I
Yeah.
never loved him.
Oh, dude, come
He
on.
was fun to watch, though, for sure.
Prime Rose? Prime Rose?
All
Are
right,
you kidding
you
me?
can't talk about another man like he's a steak, bro. All right, that just
Okay.
sounds.
MVP Rose?
Okay, that's.
That was a good Rose.
All right, well, we've been talking here.
Yeah, we've been talking for a minute.
We got some stuff going on in this nation, in this world, that needs to be addressed. Could someone tell us what's been going on? Can somebody tell us what's been going on?
Donald Trump's the president.
That's true.
Yes, I don't have anything else.
And then we have a gang rapist who's in the Supreme Court justice.
That was America. That was literally a question to Supreme Court nominee by Lindsey Graham. Are you a gang rapist?
No.
No.
You know what, honestly, I have not been keeping up with the whole thing. I just see like clips and like small headlines, but I've never read into the whole story about.
He was showing off his junk to the. What's her name again?
I have no idea.
Oh,
man.
Ford? Is that her name?
No, that's the lady that had the first accusation against him about, it's all politics, man. Both
Yeah.
sides on this one. It's just it's foolish to watch.
Yeah.
Because in that committee that appoints or approves, I should say,
Yeah.
the Supreme Court nominee, they had that accusations that one of the Democratic senators, who's the what do they call it? The ranking member, the ranking Democrat on that committee. She had the information since late July and kind of waited toward the tail end to present it.
Mm-hmm.
So, even if the accusation is true, I mean, they're holding off on that. It's sad,
It was
then
it was ammo.
Yeah,
Waiting for
it
to be
was.
used.
It was.
Yeah.
It was. And it's a
It's a bad
shame
thing
that,
about politics.
whether hers or his, I mean, both their lives are on full display right now. It's just stupid. But that's what it's become, man. I mean, everything. I gotta hear Marco Rubio talking about little hands. I never heard that before. I remember watching the RNC debates with popcorn. I never would take a Saturday.
Yeah,
or
Trump up there
Thursday.
waving his hands like,
Yeah.
that's small to me.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's interesting.
What about Cafefe?
I still don't know what that means, man.
What is that?
I don't know. I don't know, actually.
Nobody knows, man. I don't know.
Okay, so big news that happened this week.
hmm
Bill Cosby.
Oh yeah.
I guess he was convicted. He's serving, I believe, 7 to 10 years in prison, which
He's not going to make it.
he's not. Gonna
No,
make
of course not. But it's interesting to see that he only got charged with that amount of years, considering that even though the statute of limitations passed for a lot of these women, considering the fact that there is so much evidence, it should be a lot more.
Yeah.
I just wonder
But Bill
Is
Co-
people like Harvey Weinstein gonna get this? Right?
Oh, that's a good question. I haven't
if
heard.
they gonna jump on Cosby. I mean, we're not gonna make it a race thing because I got love for all.
I didn't even think of that, man. That's
But
so true.
think
I'm
about
sad to
that,
say
so-
that, but like I haven't heard any.
Nothing
know,
about Weinstein, and that was.
I haven't. Yeah.
So we think about this. They're
They're just going after. They're just going
after.
after his money. They're not
Yeah.
trying to put him in jail. or anything.
But
That's
did Weinstein actually rape any women, or was it more
He
like
sexually assaulted.
sexually assaulted?
Yeah, you know,
But a lot of it was settled outside of court, though, wasn't it?
true. And there's not.
Whereas Cosby was
disclosure-
full on rape.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I just feel
Regardless.
like it's funny how they got Cosby like that. Weinstein is out here and it's like not being spoken about. Interesting, ain't it?
But that's the thing about the whole Me Too movement. Like, I agree with the general idea, like, oh yeah, obviously don't sexually assault people. I think that's a general rule that everyone should follow.
As my mama always said.
But then you have women like who was it, Anthony Bourdain's ex-girlfriend or whatever.
Asia Argento.
Oh,
Raping 17-year-olds.
Oh,
or
yeah.
and you
right.
ruined the whole idea of Me Too.
Yeah.
And now,
And that's not even being spoken on much.
no,
It's
it isn't.
crazy. Considering like
And a lot of people are saying
he was
that
a
she
minor at the
probably
time,
leaked
right?
leaked those pictures and text messages herself,
Yeah.
just to lessen the blow.
Oh, that's weird.
I mean, that's a
Crazy.
conspiracy theory. I
And
should say, but-
I love conspiracy theories. Vigilant Citizen America. The SEC is investigating Elon Musk for his tweets. Have y'all heard about this?
yeah,
What exactly did he tweet?
So he tweeted that the company was going private,
at $420.
Yes.
Oh, that's right.
and because of that, there's a lot of short sellers against Tesla because Tesla, it's largely based on a blue sky value, meaning it's not making any money or real money right now. But all these investors think it's the future, so they're still valuing it very highly. But it's not like a Walmart that's making tons of cash. So when he said the funding is secured, and in reality it wasn't, they are deeming that as possibly misleading investors and giving a punch to the short sellers. Because when someone short sells a stock, that means that if the price of that stock goes up, if you're saying it's going to be bought for $420, their money's going to go the other way. They're going to start losing money. And most companies hate short sellers because of they're betting on the company to lose. So it's we'll see how it ends. It'd be kind of sad because he's kind of like an entrepreneurial beacon for the generation, but
you know what? The past few months, he's just been in a downward spiral.
he has.
Like
He's
socially,
saying
he's
erratic
just
stuff. You're doing too
calling
much.
people child molesters or pedophiles.
He did.
Saying-
When did he
Yeah,
say that?
take
I
my
read
child.
The
the
crew,
guy-
one of the guy who was part of the rescue team that saved those children in where was it?
Thailand.
Thailand or something like that.
Yeah.
He called one of the guys there a child molester or
Oh.
pedophile.
Shoot, I didn't
So he's
know
going
that.
through an actual legal battle right now in the U.S. Also, they're trying to
Oh,
file.
with that in particular?
Yeah, with that.
Really? Okay.
And he tweeted about it. He's like, "Oh, if what I said wasn't true, then why don't I see a lawsuit?" And then the lawyers tweeted about it the next day. It's like, actually, we did.
Wow.
So
He
they're also
tweeted
filing.
that?
They're also filing another legal battle. I think over in the UK somewhere.
Maybe it's like slander related.
Yeah.
That's. I didn't know all that, man. That's crazy.
Yeah, he didn't put his.
He's had drug issues in the past, and like he lacks sleep. He just take pills to sleep. I don't know.
He sleeps at work.
What else were you telling us about Facebook?
Facebook, man, they got hacked again, man. Look, Zuckerberg, what's going on, Daddy? What's going on, Pimpin'? We need answers. I ain't never had a Facebook. I ain't gonna have one. Don't plan on having one. But how do y'all keep getting hacked? I need answers, bruh, for it to be such a protected quotation marks, air quotation marks, bruh.
Did it affect Instagram? Because Facebook owns Instagram.
See, I don't know, but
I think they operate on a different platform. So.
here's
I
the
don't
thing, though. How many times are we gonna let Facebook get hacked before we just say throw it away?
But you know what though? You can't say a company's unhackable.
Yeah.
It's gonna get hacked regardless, no matter how much protection. you put
Okay,
into
one
it.
point in time, but multiple times? It said it affected 50 million people.
Well,
I know if
here's
one
the
of us
difference.
was of the 50 million, you'd be feeling a kind of way about that, bro.
The difference is that they're the ones going public about their hacking. Most companies get hacked.
Yeah.
They just keep it to themselves.
Usually they'll keep it quiet unless it impacts some, whether it be like financial issues
Yeah.
or privacy issues.
And they won't come out about it for like maybe a year or two. Like, oh, by the way, we were hacked 2 years ago, and there are about 10,000 credit cards that might have been compromised.
Right.
You know, it's just that Facebook is so big, it would be hard for them to keep.
Well, not just that,
under
they're also
wraps.
under scrutiny at the moment.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, they're.
So
under
if they keep
scrutiny.
quiet about it and they get found out,
That's
it's even worse.
Yeah, so they're better off just being upfront with it as soon as possible. You know?
So one last thought, guys. Where are we at with the Raiders Stadium? We're all from Las Vegas, in case nobody knew on the air.
You know what?
Where are we at?
I am not a fan of the Raiders, per se, but I might.
Just kidding.
No, but you know what? I think it's great for the city.
Yeah.
It's something that I think Vegas is due for a pro sports team of that magnitude, especially with Raider Nation. Like, I got a lot of respect for Raider fans. They're probably the most loyal ones.
And the most craziest.
Yeah, I mean, but realistically, like, I don't know any other team that's been garbage for 10 years straight, and somehow they sell out every year home. You know. And on top of that, it was kind of I felt bad for the Raiders fans because the year that they're actually doing good is when they decide to leave.
Yeah.
You know, so that was kind of rough hearing about that. You know, but at the same time, Vegas were great benefiters of that. So it's gonna be pretty cool.
I get that. I guess the emotion aspect of it, but at the same time, I love it and I hate it. Because for me personally, I was looking into buying a home. With the house market going up already as it is, on top of the, we have the Vegas Knights now. That's driving up prices. Now you have the Raiders Stadium coming in. Yeah. With this, if the Raiders take off, talks of like maybe a professional basketball team might come in here.
It's over.
Yeah. If you're looking to buy a home, buy it now. It's only going to go up.
Actually, I think it's too. Unless you've got like cash ready.
Right. Exactly.
Unless you got hard cash ready to put down that down payment, it's like it's going to be hard. But I guess it's like that with any city when you have that kind of, because in essence, a pro sports team moving into the city is a big investment too.
Right.
You know, which it's good for the city. Yeah, but at the same time, there's pros and cons of that kind of stuff, and that's a con.
So how long have we been going on for now?
Hour and 20.
Hour and 20. All right. Well, let's go ahead and call it. Next week we're actually going to talk about, what was the show again?
American Vandal 2, Season 2.
American Vandal 2. So we're going to watch the first episode, and then we're going to share our thoughts on that.
Yep. There's going to be a lot of crap to talk about.
So until then, we hope all you have a good week, and thank you for tuning in with us, and good night.
Good night, America.
Goodbye.
Bye.